chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Quick pass out to Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Eagles! Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing now is Allen. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got some space here. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
It's complete. It's Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pollard. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Allen going to try and keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now Wilson on first down. Harris has it over the middle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And again, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dobbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Allen off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this out past the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Wilson. He hits Adams, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. From midfield, here's Allen. And incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Allen on the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen now looks to throw to Michelle on the screen. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man here is Conklin. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 31, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 29, Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jabari Zuniga able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
One final try here for Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Allen's throw is complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
The opportunity squashed. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to attack those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got room. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 111 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. On first down, Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles.